AI agents are exploding in popularity, but here's the best part. You don't need to be a coder to build one. In this video, I'll show you how to create no-code AI agents and voice workflows that can automate your reminders, generate content ideas, and even give you spoken, daily reports. For years, people whispered about AI like dark magic, like something only geniuses in secret labs, wearing very, very clean coats. They said to get involved you needed to learn to code, to speak the language of computers, boring and outdated. The game has changed. Forget everything you thought you knew. In 2025, you don't need to be a coder to be a creator. You can build personal AI assistants without writing a single line of code. AI agents are like digital workers. They can run tasks on autopilot, and now with tools like Zapier AI, Voiceflow and BotStacks, anyone can set them up. Let me show you how. Build a voice-enabled agent for daily reminders. Example, morning AI briefing with weather, calendar and to-dos. It could read a personalized morning report, the weather, your calendar for the day, your to-do list. This isn't sci-fi, it's practical and achievable now. Automation and innovation aren't locked behind complex code anymore. They've been handed to you on a silver platter of user-friendly software. The secret, a new generation of no-code platforms. These platforms are the unsung heroes. They translate your simple instructions into computer actions. Tell them what you want in plain English. Use simple visual builders. They handle the complicated stuff in the background, like pointing at a menu picture when ordering abroad. You point, a few minutes later a delicious meal arrives. Instead of fish, you get a fully functional AI agent. This project will primarily use Zapier to gather the information and Voiceflow to turn that information into a spoken report. In Zapier, you'll create a new Zap. The first step is the trigger. Choose the Schedule by Zapier app and set it to trigger every day at 7 a.m. Add a series of action steps. First action, Weather by Zapier. Tell it your city. It pulls the daily forecast including the high temperature and the chance of rain. Next, get your schedule. Add action, connect Google Calendar. Find events for today, fetch only the next 3 upcoming events. After that, connect your to-do app, Google Tasks, Todoist, or Notion. Set it to find tasks due today. Now Zapier has collected weather, appointments, and tasks. It's holding the info, ready for the final step. Add a final action that sends the text to Voiceflow. This uses a webhook, a special web link that sends data between apps. In Voiceflow, create a simple project. Add a speak block that reads Zapier's text with an AI voice.
Good morning. Today's weather is weather data from Zapier. You have 3 events on your calendar. Calendar data from Zapier. And here are your top tasks. Task data from Zapier.
Choose voices, adjust speed and tone, export the MP3 to email or cloud so you can listen over coffee. Now for our second project, which is a lifesaver for any creator, marketer, small business owner out there. We're going to build an AI agent that acts as your personal trend spotter and brainstormer. Its job is to scan the internet for hot topics related to your industry, and then generate a list of fresh content ideas, blog post titles, video scripts, social media posts. This agent will work tirelessly in the background, making sure you never have to stare at a blank page and wonder, what should I talk about today? The setup for this agent also begins in Zapier. This time our trigger won't be a schedule. Instead, we can use an RSS by Zapier trigger. RSS feeds are a classic, powerful way to monitor websites for new content. You can find the RSS feed for your favorite news sites, blogs, or use Google News alerts for specific keywords. For example, AI technology, vegan recipes. Set the Zap to trigger every time a new item appears in one of these feeds. Once the Zap is triggered by a new article or blog post, the real magic happens in the next step. The AI action. Add an action that uses one of Zapier's built-in AI tools. Feed the title and a snippet of the article into the AI. Then, give the AI a simple, clear prompt. For example, you are a creative strategist. Based on the following headline and summary, generate 5 engaging content ideas for a YouTube channel. The ideas should be a short, catchy title and a 1-sentence description. That prompt sets the role, task, and output format. Now that your AI has brainstormed ideas, where do they go? Don't let them get lost in the ether. Add another action to your Zap to send them somewhere you can manage. A popular choice is Notion. Set the action to create a new database item in your Content Ideas database. Put the titles in the title column and the descriptions in the description column. Or send a formatted email, or add tasks to Asana, Trello. The result? An automated pipeline for inspiration. While you're working, sleeping, or outliving your life, your AI agent keeps curating the web and populating your Notion board with ready-to-go ideas. Open your board when you're ready to create and pick a topic. No more guesswork, no more creative block. The agent saves you hours of research every week, freeing you to make great content. Your weekly business report, spoken. For our third and final project, we're building something incredibly useful for anyone who runs a website, manages a project, or tracks business metrics. We're going to create an automated agent that pulls key data from Google Analytics, or a Google Sheet, turns that data into a simple summary, and then converts it into a spoken audio report. Imagine getting a 5-minute podcast episode every Monday morning that tells you exactly how your business performed last week. No more logging into complicated dashboards or trying to decipher confusing charts. Just a clear, concise summary delivered straight to your ears. The process starts, once again, with a trigger. In Zapier or a similar tool like BotStacks, you'll set up a weekly schedule. Let's say every Monday at 9 o'clock. This is when your agent will go to work. The next step is to get the data. If you're using Google Analytics, add an action that pulls a standard report for the previous week. You can specify the metrics you care about most: total number of website visitors, sessions, the bounce rate, the top 3 most visited pages, and maybe the total revenue if you run an e-commerce site. Alternatively, if you track your key metrics in a Google Sheet, you can have the agent pull the data from the most recent row. Now we have a bunch of numbers. Numbers are great, but they don't tell a story on their own. This is where AI steps in to act as our data analyst and storyteller. You'll add an AI action step, similar to our last project. You'll feed the raw data, for example. Sessions, 5,432. Bounce rate, 45%. Top page, pricing. You'll instruct the AI to act as a business analyst and write a brief narrative summary of the data. For example, write a short, friendly weekly performance summary. Compare this week's numbers to last week's. Use simple sentences. For example, this week website traffic was up by 10%. With the written report generated, the final move is to give it a voice. Just like in our first project, you will send this block of text to a text-to-speech service. Voiceflow is an excellent choice. High quality, natural sounding voices. The text from the AI summary becomes the script. Voiceflow then processes this script and generates an audio file, typically an MP3. You can even add some intro and outro music to make it sound like a professional mini podcast. The last step is delivery. The easiest way is to add a final action in your Zap that sends the audio file via email to a list of recipients. You could also upload the audio file to a shared Google Drive folder, or publish it to a private podcast feed that only your team can access. Every Monday morning, everyone on the team gets a concise, spoken update on what happened last week. This automation transforms the tedious task of weekly reporting into an effortless, engaging, and highly efficient process, keeping everyone informed without anyone having to lift a finger. Before you rush off to build your army of AI agents, let's go over a few essential setup tips. These are the ground rules that will help you build reliable agents, avoid common frustrations, and keep your data safe. The first and most important rule is to leverage platforms designed for this. Zapier, Voiceflow. They offer pre-built connections to thousands of apps, so you don't have to worry about how one app talks to another. The second rule is to test in small, manageable steps. Don't build all 10 steps at once and hope for the best. Build and test one step at a time. After you set up your trigger, run a test to make sure it fires correctly. After you add your first action, run another test to inspect the data. Does it look right? Is it in the format you expected? Use the built-in testing feature for each step. Using it religiously will help you catch errors early and make debugging much easier. Third, keep your sensitive data private. Be mindful of what information you're passing between apps. Never, ever send passwords, personal financial information, highly confidential client data. Treat the AI like a chatty intern. Don't give them the keys to your bank account. Be conscious of the data fields you select in each step. Only map public fields forward if a record contains both kinds. This is digital hygiene. It's critical. Finally, use environment variables for secrets like API keys. API keys are like passwords for your agents. Don't paste keys into visible workflow steps. Store them in secure variables or a vault. This makes agents more secure and easier to manage. Also set up logging. If an agent fails, you want to know why. Use history logs that show which runs succeeded or failed, with error messages to help diagnose and fix problems quickly. To make it easier, let's do a quick, straightforward comparison of the 3 core tools we've been discussing: Zapier, Voiceflow, and BotStacks. Zapier is your go-to tool for connecting apps and moving data. Its main strength is its massive library of over 6,000 app integrations. This makes it the undisputed champion of integration. Use Zapier when your primary goal is to create a workflow that involves multiple different applications. Add leads to your CRM, send a welcome email, and notify your team in Slack. Voiceflow is the specialist in conversation and voice. Use Voiceflow when the final output of your agent needs to be a conversation or a high-quality audio experience. It's perfect for building things like our personal morning show, interactive customer service bots, or custom skills for Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Finally, we have BotStacks, designed with speed and scalability in mind. Its key advantage is creating reusable, shareable agent templates. Deploy the same agent for another client with just a few clicks. Use BotStacks when you plan to build similar agents for multiple projects, or when you want to get started quickly with a library of pre-built templates for common business tasks. We've covered a lot of ground today. We've demystified the world of AI agents. They aren't science fiction, they're practical. You don't need a CS degree, you just need a clear task to automate. We built 3 projects step by step: a personal AI morning show, a content idea machine, an automatic voice reporting system. Remember the key principles. Start with one tiny project. Test each step as you build it. Keep data secure, mind privacy. Choose the right tool for the job. Zapier for connecting everything, Voiceflow for making it talk, BotStacks for building fast with templates. 1,000 automated tasks start with one workflow. Don't aim for perfect on day one. Aim for one small win. That win sparks creativity. So, one question remains. You have the map, you have the tools, you have the instructions. What will you do with them? Which AI agent would you build first? Reminders, content, or reports? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more automation hacks. The power is in your hands. The mic is on. The stage is set. Which AI agent will you build first?